And welcome back here for the third and final match in today's episode of Versus Live. And we've played some sweet matches with some fringier decks, along with some mainstream decks. And for this last match, we're bringing you a sweet one.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here just doing combos in my head.
For those of you who have followed, the Star City SCG Tour and Star City games for many years, you may remember that Todd was quite a fan of Temur Twin. And that deck was in Modern in about 2013, 2014. Big fan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't really want to elaborate. I just want to agree.
Yeah, really, really big fan.
It
might be your favorite deck of all time.
Absolutely.
I believe you made a Players' Championship final with that deck. Is that correct?
I made a Players' Championship final, won a PTQ, top-aided at least one Open, and won a Classic, I think. Something like that. It was originally designed by Patrick Dickman, I believe, at Pro Tour Barcelona. And he I believe, made top 4 at that event with the deck. And after that, he became good friends with Brad Nelson. And then Brad Nelson, myself, and Patrick Dickman all just ended up playing Temur Twin for like the next 6 months, whenever there was a Modern event, because it was just, we felt like it was the best deck. It was so versatile in its attack plan. But this deck doesn't really function like that. But this deck is Temur colors.
And it has a Splinter Twin-esque combo.
It does have a Splinter Twin-esque combo.
Basically Temur Twin.
All right, so let's top down here and we'll go over the combo. So we're going to go one at a time. So Rowstorm Conduit has already been with 2 copies of Expansion Explosion and any instant sorcery on the stack, infinite damage. We've already established that in a previous video.
Now, Ral is also step 1 here.
Ral is step 1.
Step 1 Ral.
And we want to ramp into Ral because we do need 6 mana for this to happen. So we need to go Ral minus, and then we need to cast Finale of Devastation for X equals 4. Now, you can search your library or graveyard. That's very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of it with Rao. So it's going to be an extra copy up here.
So and copy resolves.
Copy resolves. We're going to get Neru Meha, Master Wizard. Classic name.
Yes, a card that I'm sure you're all familiar with.
Yes.
So we don't need to target it at all. You get a Naru Meha, and then you win.
4 mana, 3/3 flash. When it enters the battlefield, you may copy and target instant sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So the copy of...
Hold on, Todd. There's more text on that card.
Other wizards you control get +1/+1.
That too.
Okay. It also costs 2 and 2 blue.
Yeah, it costs 4.
It's a 3/3, and it's a legendary human wizard. Anything else you want to interrupt? You want to keep interrupting?
Rare also.
It's a mythic.
Yes, I do want to keep interrupting, but that requires you to continue.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so the copy that you made off of Ral finds Naru Meha, and the original Finale of Devastation is still on the stack. So Naru Meha targets Finale of Devastation for X equals 4, and because you're copying a thing on the stack, you copy all aspects of it, including the X equals 4. And that allows you to go get another copy of Naru Meha.
But they're legendary.
But they are legendary. So this one goes to the graveyard.
Thanks for Rob pointing that.
Yeah. So this one goes to the graveyard, right? And then Finale of Devastation finds things from the graveyard, so you get it again.
Yeah.
And then again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And what's that? Rowstorm Conduit says whenever you copy a spell, you do 1 damage, target player planeswalker. So, effectively, Row -2, Finale of Devastation for X equals 4 equals infinite damage to your opponent. The end. Now, this deck actually has a couple of small ball combos. I'm going to talk about those for just a second. So, some things you can do with Ral. You don't have to go full-blown Finale of Devastation. You can minus Ral, cast Neoform on, let's say, Sailor of Means, right? So you Neoform a Sailor of Means, right? The first one goes away. You still have 1 Neoform on the stack. You're going to get a Naru Meha, copy the original Neoform. And then you're going to get 4 Spark Doubles. And Spark Double can copy Naru Meha and not die, right? Because of the legendary clause or whatever. And so you actually just get to small ball 15 power, deal 5 to your opponent, or 15 power, deal 6 to your opponent if you want to burn the other Naru Meha that's in the deck. So we do have a little bit of small ball combo with Neoform. It doesn't quite kill the opponent, but it's still something that's pretty sweet. The only one that goes infinite is Finale of Devastation because it does search the graveyard. Now, some iterations also play like 2 or 3 copies of Expansion Explosion because you can cast Neoform and then you can expansion the Neoform, I think. Does that
you
work?
could go off if you draw both expansions too. You never needed to opt specifically any 4 or less spell.
Sure.
So just having a couple expansions gives you that access to that combo with Ral, but not a great card in the deck otherwise.
Yeah, you can't copy a Finale for X equals 4.
No, you cannot.
Because it has to cost 4 less. And When it's on the stack, it has a converter mana cost of 6. So that's the deck. Other than that, we do have some little mini combos where we can play just like go get a Biogenic Ooze off of a Neoform or Finale and just win that way. So we have like an alternate game plan, which I do like, and I'm curious to see just how powerful that sideboard or that alternate game plan is. And if it's not very good, then this deck is bad. And if it is good, then maybe this deck has some legs.
Yeah, no, the backup plan is a real important part, especially for creature-based combos, because your opponents are going to be able to interrupt it more readily. If you only have 2 copies of, I guess you can't interrupt the combo with any sort of removal because it searches the graveyard. So if you have exile-based removal, then you can interrupt the combo if you only have 2 copies of Narameha. So you need to have a more robust backup plan, and this deck certainly has some legs to do that. Biogenic Ooze, definitely a good card. It's the Simic Nexus backup plan.
All right, I'm going to keep this hand because I'm on the play, but this hand is not very good.
I am playing the Gruul Aggro deck that Jim Davis piloted last week in Richmond. One of the biggest issues he had with the deck was the deck's mana base, and I sort of agree with him looking at this hand. I don't think this is a keep. We've got the same mana acceleration that you saw earlier in Bant midrange. We've got Llanowar Elves, Paradise Druid. We're ramping into a bunch of Planeswalkers. We've got some Domri, Anarch of Bolas, some Chandra Fire Artisan, and then Sarkhan the Masterless, which is great when you have a bunch of other Planeswalkers. And then some aggressive creatures to beat down against the Nexus decks, so like Legion Warboss and Gruul Spellbreaker are just great turn 2 plays off of the Llanowar Elves. And then typical like red removal, some Growth Chamber Guardians to fill out the curve. And then Rekindling Phoenix. But we got like a need for early green mana because of Llanowar Elves and the mana creatures, and a bunch of double red cards at the high end of the curve. Makes for an awkward mana base. But when things curve out, the deck is quite powerful.
I'm really hoping to draw a mana creature on turn 2. That would really light my hand up pretty well. But even if we don't, we have pretty good curve.
Jim told me about this hand multiple times over the course of the weekend. Do I want to keep... I'm on the draw. Oh, that makes this snap keep. That's the forest I need for this Llanowar Elf.
Yeah, of course. I want to burn every Llanowar Elf in existence.
I thought I was on the play.
Now, if I had turn 1 Llanowar Elves, this hand would be bananas, but unfortunately we drew it on 2. But it's still there. Still doing a thing. Might be good. Who knows?
Got a 3/3 haste and attack.
All right, 17.
You can go.
This would be really good if I drew Sailor of Means here. All right, and I'm just going to play an Elvish Rejuvenator. We'll get the top 5. Oh no! Come on! Thank God. Bottom in a
random order.
Random order. Okay.
You good after that? You got another elf.
I don't have another elf. I might attack you though because you're tapped out and I'm not blocking. So
okay, I'm a 19.
Go.
Okay, I will attack you for another 3.
14.
I will then play a Growth Chamber Guardian and Lava Coil the Llanowar Elves. Right.
Love how Ross's hand went from unplayable to just the stone nuts.
Yeah, because I had a forest.
Okay.
So you're at 14?
Alright, I'm gonna spark double my Rejuvenator.
Oof.
Your turn.
This can actually team up to take down the Spellbreaker, which is not bad. But the key here for me is going to be continuing to apply enough pressure that Todd can never safely land a Ral. So, yeah, I'll have you take 2. You go to 12. And then I will play another Guardian Paradise Druid. Yes. Yeah, that was not the best draw step for this turn, but we've drawn pretty well this game.
All right. So Biogenic Ooze could potentially get out of control with Ross only 1 card in hand. We're just going to go ahead and play it and hope for the best. And then EOT, get 2. Now, we can't really block Growth Chamber, so if he plays a land, he's going to be able to punch us for 8, but I think a punch for 6 is fine. We'll just take it. Yep.
1 and find 1, play it, and pass. You're at 6?
Yep.
Okay. The fact that he's fine with that punch for 6 is not a great sign.
Yeah, I don't really want to go to 4 here to play the Paradise Druid, so we're just going to Spark Double on the Biogenic Ooze. So it's going to come in with a +1/+1 counter. We're going to get another Ooze. And then during the incept, everyone gets 2 counters. So this goes to 3, this goes to 3, this goes to 3, and this goes to 2. And I'm going to play my land tapped as well. But
Yeah, that's really good. 6. I really need to find a flyer here.
right. And I might be able to like just start attacking next turn with my ooze tokens because I can make more tokens.
These should be on 2.
No, the end of turn get 2 counters. They start with 1.
Yeah, everybody gets 2. Oh, God.
And this enters with 1.
Yeah, I forgot there's 2 triggers now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'm getting up to 5. Now I need to find like a Domri, but then I don't have mana to adapt. Well, we're not winning this game by attacking on the ground anymore because we just can't do it. So I might as well get some Guardians out of my deck so I don't draw them. So let's get the last one.
Okay.
And cast it and then pass the turn. Tap the elf.
All right. So we can make an ooze and play an Elvish Rejuvenator. So I think let's start with the Rejuvenator. I can also, instead of making an ooze, just play Ral and start try to dig for the combo kill. I might want to do that instead. But I think we're stabilized here a decent amount. So we hit the land.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean you got 4 excellent blockers and a chump blocker, so I think a Ral at 6 is going to be safe.
Yeah, and these are all getting extra big. So let's go ahead and play the Ral. Take it up to 6-2. Look at the top. We'll put it on the bottom. Then EOT, everybody gets 2 counters.
Okay, really need to find a Sarkin or a Chandra or a Phoenix. Okay, play a Phoenix.
Nice top deck.
And play a Direfleet Daredevil.
Okay.
You can go.
Draw. All right, let's +2. Bioject is not going to do it. How can I attack here? Let's see, I'm going to make 2 oozes. Got enough green to do that. The flyer here is really problematic. So if
I'm at 19, so I can let 2 things through, but
Yeah.
you have to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things back potentially.
Okay, so I guess I just can't really attack.
Well, yeah,
I can attack with 1, but then you're just going to block with a Phoenix, probably.
yeah, and I have a free block there.
Okay, yeah. We'll make 2 oozes.
So I think you just have to rip the combo.
Yeah, it sucks. I might just die anyway.
That's another good one. I guess it doesn't really make a difference unless I hit shock off of it, but it's a redraw to shock to end the game.
Okay, whatever, dude. Nice peels is what I want to say to you. You peeled the elf on turn 1 like a frickin' jerk.
I had the elf, I peeled the forest,
Whatever.
and I
You jerk.
had a scry.
You're a jerk. And then you just hit runner.
Runner. The middle runner was a redraw, but
Whatever.
let's take a quick break and get some
No,
sideboards queued up.
we're playing one more pre-board.
Yeah.
Before you get access to 100 removal spells to slow me down. We got plenty of time. These games are going to go fast. Shut up.
Wondering if I just wasn't supposed to coil the elf when I did on turn 3. Like, I could have played Paradise Druid or whatever, but I wanted to stop your mana acceleration. My Druid wasn't doing much. The Biogenik Ooze is just such a big problem. I think I probably have to hold a removal spell for Ooze unless I'm attacking in the air.
Rob.
I gotta wait for some.
Oh, come on. You don't have nothing?
Come on, chat.
No, they're all excited because I played that clip of you top decking a shock. So
Oh, great. Appreciate it. That was a good clip, though.
Okay, well,
it is.
my hand is also a mulligan being...
Oh, I'm going to 7. I just had no lands. That's a free mulligan.
Okay, if you're going to 7, I'm going to 7.
I just have no words. Okay, this deck might just be unplayably bad.
Why no lava coils, Todd?
I don't know, man.
I mean, a deck like this does not have a lot of room for interaction.
That's true.
Like, you're not a mid-range deck. You got to play all the combo pieces, and then you have to play enough like things to make Finale good, and then ways to support the Ral, which is sort of what Sailor Means does. It like ramps you to 6 mana so that you can go Sailor Means on 3, Ral on 4. You got a 1/4 blocker to protect it, and then turn 5 you have the treasure that gets you up to 6 mana for the Finale on 4. So it's just not going to be an interactive deck, at least in game 1. I'm sure there's some good interaction in game 2 and 3.
Yeah.
On the sideboard, but you just have to devote so much to getting to the combo.
I'm keeping. You know what actually is probably great in this deck? Just Baby Vivian. It's probably great.
You're playing a lot of like spells. You got Finales and Rals and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
My hand there was 5 lands, 2 3-drops. I think I need to have a play before turn 3, especially on the draw.
Yeah, my hand in game 1 was 3-land, Rejuvenator, Ral.
Llanowells.
No, I drew Llanowells for turn 2.
Oh, yeah.
If I had on turn 1, that would have been a much different game. So I would have been ramping quick.
Well, this hand has a very obvious problem, but on 6, it has a very clear path to winning, so I think it's a keep.
All right.
And we'll bottom that.
18 elf, go.
Forest Shocker Elf.
Okay. Okay, that was actually a pretty fine draw. We're going to play Sailor of Means and get a treasure, and it's your turn.
Forest Llanowells.
Nice. Just in time.
What are we thinking about, Todd?
I don't know. Got some things.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about.
It's so hard.
I'm thinking about monkeys on a treadmill.
All right. I'm going to Fibblethip and then play this tapped, and I'm going to attack for 2, actually. Okay.
I'm at 19. That Llanowell Elf I'm not going to need since all of my cards in hand are red. Actually, now they are. You can go.
If that's how I'm going to win this game, just you never cast a spell.
Yeah, good hand if I just draw red mana.
17. All right. Biogenic Ooze.
Okay. You got some 33 uses.
Yep.
Okay, that was the turn we needed it. I will go to 15 and Lava Coil the Ooze.
You did.
You can go. Still pretty far behind, but all hope is not lost. As we saw last match.
All right. 5U.
I'm at 10.
Play Sailor of Means and a Llanowells. Get another treasure.
Just 1/1 beatdowns.
Yeah, it's not the best in the world. Sure.
You can go. Hopefully Todd doesn't have a way to deal with this.
I don't. My deck doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the joke. Okay, this is weird. We're going to play Spark Double, and it's a May, so I'm not going to copy anything, so it's going to keep the 4 mana cost. And then we're going to Neo-form it into a Biogenic Ooze.
Why don't you just copy Rekindling Phoenix?
It's you control.
Oh, yeah, that is. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to go get the second Biogenic Ooze. We're going to make an ooze when it enters the battlefield, and I don't think we should attack, so we'll just EOT do this.
Yeah, that was the way I get punished. You Neoform to this, right? So this should have another counter?
Oh yeah, I forgot Neoform puts counter on it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, I guess if you Neoformed it, then I didn't actually get punished. So I had a shock, but if you Neoform, then it enters as a 3/3.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I'm gonna look through my deck. Make sure I know all the things.
You have me at 10,
I have you at 10.
so I'm going to need to have 2 blockers here. Okay, let's play a Sarkin and minus it and get a dragon token.
What is that? Whenever I attack a planeswalker, that creature takes 1 damage for every dragon?
Whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker I control, each dragon I control deals 1 damage to that creature.
And Sarkin does not count as a dragon
Correct.
while he's just planeswalker form?
Yes.
Okay. So it basically just shuts down all 1 toughness creatures, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, draw for turn.
Yep.
Land. Crap. Alright, let's make an ooze.
Yep.
And in a turn. Go.
Okay, have to plus this. It's not going to be a dragon on my turns, or on Todd's turns. Let's just get in.
14.
Yep, I have 14 to 10, and
I want to lose this game.
play a Legion War Boss.
Sure.
Pass.
Draw for turn.
So, Todd, if you don't copy anything with Spark Double, does it actually get the counter?
Yeah, so I made sure of that. It says, wait. You may have Spark Double in your battlefield as a copy, 7 inch battlefield with additional +1 counter if it's a creature. Additional, oh, maybe not. Okay, I may have misread this. That sucks. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm honestly not sure either.
The way it reads is really strange. It says, enter the battle. You may have entered the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter if it's a creature. So I think that since it's a creature, I don't think the copy clause has to be attached to it. I thought that's why it gets the +1/+1 counter, because most clones just die when they don't copy anything.
Well, it depends if you read that clause as being if Spark Double is a creature, it enters with a counter, or if you choose to have it copy a creature rather than copy a planeswalker. And it's not 100% clear. Do we want to call in a judge?
Not really. We don't have time. We got a lot more games to play. We'll maybe while we're doing sideboard, we'll call the judge in. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to Finale of Devastation
For 4.
for 4, and just get another Spark Double. Copy Biogenic Ooze, so it gets a counter from the Spark Double's ability. Get an Ooze, and now what?
I don't know.
So all these can attack. This will die. You block here, here, jump here, take 3, 5, 7 down to 3.
10?
Alright, I think I'd just say go. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to kill you next turn. I'm at 14, you can hit me for 8 down to 6. No, you hit me for 12. Crap.
Yeah, you're just dead.
Oh, do you just have the shock?
Yeah, I have a shock, and even if you attack with everything, I can just block the 2 biggest things and take 9. Actually, this could block a Sailor too, and I take 8.
Is there anything I can get? I can get a flyer out of my
4,
deck
7.
instead. I can get a Nehru to not die instead of the other. Alright. Spark Double is going to be back in the deck. Let's see if I can survive. I just didn't realize you had 12 power flyers. I don't know.
I did.
I know you did. This deck sucks. But it does stuff. It does things. Alright, I'm just going to get pumps my wizards in the turn. Here you go. Don't judge me. Can't beat flyers. My deck can't beat flyers.
Okay. Interesting draw. So, on the next turn, I'm going to have to block 4 things. Right? I have to block the 2 biggest things. I guess I can say, yeah, I can block 3 things.
Also, if I do attack with this, you can ping it for 1 with the Sarkin and shock it. But
so I have to make 3 blocks next turn. I do have 3 blockers, but that'll get rid of this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 card in hand.
Yep.
So I don't think making another dragon makes sense. I think leaving this as an attacker is what I want.
Go 10.
Brings you to 10. And
probably should have like 1 or 2 exclusion mages in this deck. It would make this matchup it'd make interacting with Ross a lot easier.
I think all I can really do is go for one of these and try to Llanowar Elf. We hit a mountain, which we can play, and then I'll pass the turn.
So it's just become a dragon until the end of turn?
Yes. It is not a dragon in your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I also got a goblin and it got eaten.
I did eat it with a Sailor of Means.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so next turn, I believe we are dead. So I'm going to attack you with all of these.
So I will block here, block here, block... Oh no, I have to leave this. I have to block a bigger thing.
Todd, what is your life total?
I believe I'm at 10.
Yeah, I have us both at 10. So if I block like that, I go to 9. Or take 9, go to 1.
Okay, and your dragon dies.
And my dragon dies, and I get a token, and you lose nothing.
Okay.
Actually, the 5/5 dies, because it took 1 from Sarkin.
Yes. But I'm pretty sure I'm still just dead to your stuff, because I attacked with this. Cause
Yep.
I think I'm dead to shock anyway. Okay, you win.
In fact, I had 2 shocks.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a short break here. We got to get sideboards put together here. We're going to play probably just like one more game with sideboards because we're getting close to 4 o'clock. This matchup seems not great for me, but we'll see if sideboards can help at all. We're going to take 2 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here for sideboarding, and Rekindling Phoenix seems like a no-brainer. Even though Ross has access to a bunch of lava coils, it's a flyer, and flyers in this matchup have obviously dominated so far. And without access to something like Exclusion Mage, which I think is just more of an oversight on my part than anything, we just need some way to interact with Ross's flyer. So we're going to try out Phoenix. Vivian Reed can potentially knock off the dragon that Sarkin makes while also potentially digging for pieces of my combo that I might need, so we're going to be bringing those in as well. We're cutting kind of a mishmash of stuff. The Spark Double kind of mini combo with Neoform can very easily just not win the game, so we are going to be cutting 1 Spark Double because it's a little clunky at times. We're going to be cutting 2 Rejuvenator because the body doesn't matter that much in this matchup. It gets outclassed really easily, and then the Fibble for similar reasons. It's kind of just there as a placeholder, but I'm not really sure the exact build of the deck, and so we're just kind of making some trims here for kind of what I think needs to be done.
Yeah, on my side, we're more sideboarding to bring these bottom cards out than we are to bring these top cards in. I think both Legion Warboss and Direfleet Daredevil are quite poor in the matchup, and we want to get them out of our deck. Lava Coil is going to be pretty good at clearing away, Biogenic Ooze and Sailor of Means, and then we have the Phoenixes out of Todd's sideboard, so that's pretty easy. And then both Living Twister and Siege Gang Commander are cards that can, 1, deal directly with a Ral if Todd is developed battlefield, and if Todd is stabilized with Biogenic Ooze, they also deal direct damage to him and close the game out, so they can function as burn spells as well, while also blocking the Ooze. A 2/5 will contain an Ooze token for a while. Siege Gang can let me have a turn where I mass block, send 4-6 damage at your face, and then hope to finish you off from there. So I think they're going to be more impactful in this matchup than the cards we're bringing out, but they're certainly not all-stars.
Anything you got for me, Rob?
Not right now.
All right, we'll go ahead and get to game 3.
This is game. Oh yeah, this is game 3.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got another turn 1 Llanowar draw, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, I'll mulligan to turn 1 shock.
Jerk. I There's a lot to try to figure out with a deck like this. Right now, we're at basically the maximum redundancy stage where I feel like we just can't even find the pieces. The original iteration that I saw at the beginning had
18 all, yeah. Both shocked.
had Rouse Outburst in it, which I thought was actually kind of cool. We're going to Sailor of Means and then use the mana play Lenorals as I go.
I'm going to shock and play a Domri and use the mana to play a Llanowar Elves.
Okay, cool.
So pretty similar starts here. So I'm at 16.
Yep.
Stomping Grounds is the best card of my
Domri.
deck. So that's nice. How am I going to use 5 mana next turn? Could pretty... Yeah, Domri will go to 1.
All right. 16, and then I'll play another Sailor. Your turn. Trying to get this Domri off the battlefield as quickly as possible. The mana generation is quite annoying, but the effects in general are just good.
That was a good draw. You're up.
What creature could I put in my deck to be able to check this? One Goblin Chain Whirler? Something like that would be kind of nice. Like, we have Finale.
Yeah, Finale and
And-
Neoform.
Copying a bunch is, like,
And
pretty
you
good.
actually have triple red right now if you wanted that.
Right. We'll just Finale for 5 and get an Ooze, make 2 3/3s. It's like the best I can do. This deck just feels like it needs too much to go right. But I like the premise. But it's just not really working.
Okay.
I mean, right now I feel like we're slightly ahead because Ross missed a land drop. But with the Siege Gang Commander, like, he can just spend his turn to kill the Biogenic Ooze, and then we don't really have a ton going on.
You have 1 card in hand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to play Rekindling Phoenix and then fight Phoenix to the Ooze. So this will die. I'll get this token. Hopefully it doesn't die. But I just want to use my mana more efficiently rather than playing the Spellbreaker there. Hopefully I don't get punished.
I'm just gonna Finale again. I think I'm just gonna do 5 again. Like I said, I don't really have ways to interact with creatures, which is a huge deck building mistake. Like, if I just had a bounce creature or something like that here, like, I could take care of the egg and we might have a shot, but we're still super far behind. So
Another Ooze here seems pretty good.
it's fine. Like, you still just kill it for your turn and then attack me for 4 flying, and I just, like, am gonna lose eventually because I have no cards in hand. So
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, if
Make
that's
some oozes.
If that's what I do, then you have 7 power that can attack me next turn.
Right.
Really 9 power.
There we go. Actually, I'm just going to get the one out of my graveyard, I guess.
Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah.
So upkeep, this comes back. And honestly, I think the play actually is just not start attacking and just deal with the Ooze and then play defensively this turn.
Okay.
That seems better to me. Pass the turn.
Okay, go. Can't really attack with oozes because you can just eat one of them with a Phoenix. But Phoenix is okay draw as long as he doesn't have coil.
Which I do not, but I do have another Phoenix, so pass the turn.
Well, he can kill Ralph if he wants to, I guess. He has to throw a bunch of resources at it. So we'll tick up and bottom a land. And of course, we already burned both finales, so you need to draw another one. Your turn.
I definitely want to deal with that Ral, so let's send both at it.
This lets you kill the egg and the Ral too. That sucks.
I mean, maybe you just let the Ral die then and keep the Phoenix around. But then I don't waste my mana.
Yeah, whatever, dude. That's fine.
If I do that, I'm getting attacked for a good chunk, and I'm at 16. I might just let the Phoenix stick around. I'm not super scared of it because I have 2 Phoenixes.
So we both have an egg.
Yeah,
I
we
think
both
we
have an
only-
egg.
I think we only have one egg token though, so it's fine.
I'm going to kill the Ral
Okay, Ral's dead.
and then play a Paradise Druid.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, smash with everything. Yeah, send everything.
So Siege Gang's definitely blocking an elf. And then...
Still at 20, or do you shock?
No, I'm at 16. I shocked twice this game.
Okay.
Let's double block the 3/3s, I guess.
Okay.
So
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Shouldn't one of them be a 4/4?
You blocked the 4, 4, I thought.
No, I double blocked the 3/3 because I have a
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you take 4,
Take,
8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah. So I'm at 5.
Okay. Play Rejuvenator. Gonna land. Shuffle these. Here we go.
Maybe I should have dealt with that Phoenix. I don't know.
I'm basically out. And you have 2 Phoenixes, blockers forever now. I might be able to come back. We'll see.
Okay, let's play 2 Paradise Druids and get some mana back. Pass.
So you have 5 blockers. So you block these 2. And then these 2 and take 2 down to 3. We get the egg, but you need this for free. I don't think that's worthwhile. Go.
Okay, that was pretty good. Now we get to Chandra. So my plan this game was always to stabilize and then win with Chandra. Shouldn't have played my land first, I guess. But I wanted to leave the creatures untapped. Pass the turn. Yeah, and you're at 16. What are we thinking about?
I have Finality. I just don't know what to do with it. If I get an Ooze, you can just tap these 2 to kill it before the end of the turn with the Siege Gang. I can also just get a clone and copy Rekindling Phoenix, and then if I ever get to bring it back... I can't bring it back from the graveyard, never mind.
What if you get clone and copy Siege Gang?
I cannot
Commander?
copy your stuff.
Yeah, I can. Stupid clones.
Yeah. So I can just get Ooze again. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it seems like the best one. Maybe you wanted to make an attack first and see if I deal with throw away the Sieging Commander. That way you can get it to a 3.
Nah, I think you would. So the Phoenixes block
Yeah.
these, and then I think Siege Gang just eats this, and then you just take damage from these 2, and then maybe trade off one of these.
Yeah, that seems like a...
All right, I'll trigger these
Sure.
to get a token, and then I'll move 2 instead.
On your second main phase, I'll kill it. But I just want to get past attacks.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. So now we're stable and everything's looking good.
Again, I'm going to get the one for my graveyard. Keep forgetting I can do that. I think I already did. Yeah.
War Boss, token gets eaten.
Yeah.
Play another land. I'd rather trade Llanowar Elves away for a 1 power thing, so I'll tap a Paradise Druid, play this as a 4/4, pass the turn.
Yeah, and Chandra, I'm just dead. Chandra going to bury me.
Yeah, you just have no way to deal with it.
So I drew the combo, but just at weird times offsetting each other. And at no point could I ever protect the combo from Siege Gang / Rekindling Phoenix, which was a little disheartening, to say the least. I think there's potential for the Neoform mini combo to be good if I just play a 4th Neoform. And I just don't play Ral unless I'm going to cast Neoform, because that's just a 6 mana make 15 power combo. And that's pretty good. And maybe Finale of Devastation is just not good enough, because it's you have to basically untap with Ral. And if you ever untap with Ral, you should win the game anyway. You don't need to go infinite to do that. And Ral is just not a good Planeswalker to pair with creatures. We didn't do anything with it. We scryed 3 times and 2 Rals.
That is the awkward part of the deck. You've got Ral and Nehru as part of it, but they combo with this Green Sun Zenith card, which is basically a creature and needs a lot of creatures to be good. So
the initial iteration that I believe it was Yo-Man built had Lightning Strike and Rouse Outburst, and it's possible you just want to try to hybridize that a bit. Like I had Sailor Means and Elvish Rejuvenator and Paradise and Lanorels, and I just had way too much kind of garbage just floating around in the deck.
Maybe instead of the acceleration, you just want to play removal at the early part of your curve. Use Finale as more of a combo piece with a couple like toolbox cards.
I mean, I don't even think I play Finale. Like the toolbox is not good. Like every time I was gonna cast Finale, it's like all I'm getting is Biogenic Ooze or nothing,
Yeah, or the combo, and that might be enough. You become this sort of blue-red control deck that has Biogenic Ooze, which is good out of a control deck.
Blue-red control, good.
And then you just sort of kill them with either Ral with the combo, or just value Ral and Biogenic Ooze. Your mana base is rough at that point, but my issue is that you just had no way to interact with me, and you need to cut way down on creatures, and then you could play Finale as just a combo piece. You can't do that with Neoform. Neoform needs a lot of creatures, so that's the card that's actually forcing you into this weird acceleration deck where Ral is a bad card. If you want to play a deck that has a combo where Ral is a good card, you need it to be spell dense, in which case the combo has to be with Finale, not with Neoform.
All right, Rob, you got anything for us, man?
Not at the moment. A lot of people just kind of like interested in the combo, and they're wondering about like Bond of Flourishing.
Yeah, I mean,
something in the deck.
that one does just find any permanent. That one's
and it's
nice.
a good spell. You copy that with Rally, gain 6 life against the aggro decks.
No, that's a good idea. I like that one a lot.
That's a good, way to bridge the gap between this combo deck that needs creatures.
Right, and also you gain some life, so it helps you buy some time against red. Yeah, I like that card a lot. So any spell that can find permanents in your permanent-based deck, like even Rouse Outburst, I think could be worthwhile. You just got to find ways to slot them in there. And we went the route where we have our 4s of like all of our combo pieces, right? And we have our 4s of all of our acceleration. And we can probably just like pair back Rejuvenator or Sailor of Means, right? And just get them out of the deck. And then I don't know if the Neoform part of the deck is worthwhile because all the Spark Doubles just kind of clogged up the draws. And
And I think Sailor's actively good. I do think
Sailor's pretty good too. I'm not sure. Rejuvenator hit every time, but I just like saw the top 4, 3 out of the 4 times I cast it, and it was just 4 non-lands, and I just was like, oh god, if it misses, I just played a 3-mana 1/1. That's
you just
horrific.
can't afford to have that happen.
I mean, because if you cut Neoform, you just cut those as bridges to your Spark Doubles, right? Then you cut the Spark Doubles, and that frees up.
Yeah, if you cut 3 Neoform, 4 Spark Double, you just only have to play 2 Nehru. You don't need to play 3. Some of the lists play 3.
Well, you can't beat I guess if they have Contempt, they're going to deal with or D-Spark. I'm trying to think of exile-based removal. That's
just going to kill your Planeswalker.
Yeah, instead. All of the exile-based removal kills your Planeswalker, right?
Yeah.
Unless they manage to Lava Coil 1 at some point.
Sure.
But I wouldn't be concerned about
the Neoforms, again, under-impressive, or have not been impressive for me. And I'm not even sure that the one time I cast Neoform, I was able to do so the way that I thought. So I'm actually just curious if someone can figure out the ruling on Spark Double, if you can just cast it, not choose a target, that would be nice to know. Personally, just want to know.
But I want to build this as an Opt Charticors deck rather than a Llanowar Elves Paradise Druid deck.
That sounds really cool too. I mean, you play a really spell-heavy version with Augur Bolus if you want, Growth Spiral. There are ways to build the deck, and you can just have Finale of Devastation plus Ral, and then also Expansion Explosion, so you can do the double side of either combo you want. And just play Augur Bolus. So if you have random Finale you want, just spend 4 mana, go get Augur. It's not that bad. Maybe play 1 Terramander, so later on you can just spend 3 and go get Terramander.
You got Augur, Sailor, and Narumeha.
I don't know if you want to play Sailor at that point, but
it would be hard. But
maybe 1 Biogenic. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the deck. I'll say that.
Yeah.
This weekend there's no open event, but there are a lot of tournaments around. There's multiple MCQs, including ones on Magic Online. There's one near us, but I think we're staying home this weekend, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not staying home this weekend, make sure to check out both of mine and Ross's articles this week. If you want to know more about the mono red deck that Will Pulliam played, as well as my takes and additions and changes to the deck, as well as a complete sideboard guide, that's what my article that came out today is all about on StarCityGames.com. Your article came out Tuesday.
It's all about Esper midrange. So if that's your style, we saw that earlier today. Struggle against Bant. Not really sure how to approach that matchup, but that one's going to be tough.
Well, Bant mid range is, I think, going to be very good. And if you missed today's so far, you can go back and check out the VOD, and it'll have my version of the Bant mid range deck that I'm going to be playing this weekend, or something very, very, very close to it. I'm still working on it.
Yep.
And then also we had a complete Bant mid range gauntlet on Tuesday, so the VOD for that should be out. It should be out on YouTube tomorrow, I believe. So make sure to check out all that content. We're just trying to help y'all.
Yeah, no, this is the time where you really need to put in the work, because if you fall behind, like you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Because every week standard changes a lot, and then 3 weeks to a month from now it'll settle in, and we'll have a pretty stable metagame. But now is the most chaotic time, so gotta stay up to date. We got the content for you, and we'll be back with Versus Live on Tuesday. We got some subs. I'm gonna run some subs, and then we'll call it a day.
Ooh, nice.
Aaron Frey, 1212.
Thank you.
Tron Travolta.
That's a good
name, yeah.
Angry Toast. Rhino Sabe. Areno Reptar. And Hascal. Thank you to all of our subs today.
Thank you very much for those subs. I think that's gonna do it for the day. Marbles, stay over here. Todd will get another shot at those on Tuesday. But
yeah, that was my fault. I should have 2-0'd him today, and then the third match should have just been for fun, and I would have been much less
dejected
salty and sad about it. Because just kill the Planeswalker. If you're not killing them that turn, kill the Planeswalker every time. Things just get bad.
Yeah,
every time.
So we'll give Todd another chance getting those marbles back on Tuesday. You can join us here, twitch.tv/SAG Tour, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be it for today.
Hey, Ross.
Bye.
Yes, whatever.